Well, because that's the time the network does it. They're not trying to.
All right, I'm ready. I am ready.
Here we go.
Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Coast Entertainment Network Movie Night. The lady taking the stage. We're missing a lady. We lost one. So, Lori, where are you? I'm your host, Joanne Tierney, and we usually start out with the 5 of our favorites. 5 of my favorite ladies are here tonight. I'm going to go around the room, and introduce them. In the top middle is Kathleen Ford. She's my cousin and one of the stars of our family, and these ladies certainly inspire me on a daily basis. And next to her is Colleen Carpenter. I'm going the cousin route first. Sorry, I'm not giving my sister's top billing tonight. I'm giving it to the cousins, the Ford branch of the family. Then we have Colleen Ford up Ford next to Kathleen. Then on the bottom row, we have my 3 lovely sisters. We have Lori, Marlene, and Kimberly. She prefers to be called Kimberly. We call her Kim. We'll try not to throw out too many nicknames tonight because we want to observe the anonymity of these folks. They are professionals now. Their childhood nicknames, we don't want to bring them to light.
Yeah, we don't.
So we have Randy. Randy's in the house already. Hey, he's saying, hey, ladies. And I know I've been talking some smack this week about my Coast to Coast and the gentlemen who typically host the show are on vacation, so they handed the reins to me. I said that we're going to take them down, and I hope we do, but we certainly have some big shoes to fill here, and I certainly don't want to take away from them. These are my favorite ladies, and next to my sons and father and husband and relatives, those are some of my favorite guys. So I'm gonna shout that out. And happy Father's Day. We will give the guys a little bit of props. We'll give them an early Father's Day shout out. And then let's go around the room. Everybody introduce yourself, say hello. We'll start with you, Kathleen. Give a shout out to whomever you want. Let's start the party off.
Hey guys, my name is Kathleen. I am Joanne's favorite cousin. I'm sorry, next to Colleen.
Right?
That's Kay. It's ladies' night. Out of here.
Just a shout out to my 2 boys, Anthony and Andrew, who are the light of my life, and my niece Caitlin, and Colleen's amazing, beautiful granddaughter, Leia.
That is true.
All right, Colleen, you're up. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
Oh boy. So Colleen, I'll just go by Colleen. I give a shout out to my lovely cousins who are here tonight: Joanne, Kim, Lori, Marlene, in age order. My awesome sister Yaya. Shout out to my children, Caitlin and Tommy. My fantastic granddaughter Leia. My boyfriend SK. And my my awesome family all around. My brothers, though I don't talk to so much, but my family all around. But I love my cousins, so I'm glad to be connecting here tonight, and my sister, of course.
They're my 4 other sisters.
That is true.
Right, exactly.
We are sisters for sure.
Yes.
Kim, you're up. This is the only one I can say is my older sister, but certainly much more youthful than I am. I'll say that in attitude and spirit and behavior. I'll say that. So Kim, we're throwing it to you. Who do you want to shout out? What do you want to say to the crowd?
Well, thank you, Joanne, for that intro. You're way too kind to me, and I appreciate that. You've always had my back as well as Marlene and Lori has. And hi, Kathleen and Colleen. And truthfully, the only person I want to give a shout out to tonight is my dad, Joe Tierney.
Yes.
We love your dad. That's for Father's Day. Yep.
Happy Father's Day, Uncle Joe.
Yep.
He is the patriarch.
Maybe he's watching, maybe he's not. But happy Father's Day, Dad.
Happy Father's Day. I often say that, we came from the house that Joe built, and the sports fans out there will appreciate that. Our father, Joe, certainly raised some legacy daughters. We're missing one, so we're throwing it to you, Marlene. Lori's missing. And I don't know if you noticed, Marlene, but Bruce Potter is very excited about your appearance tonight. He chatted it out on Facebook. Not to put some pressure on you, but
That's great. I hope he's watching because we need the viewership, right?
that's
Yeah, we
true.
do. Yep.
So we want everyone to watch tonight. So I am Joanne's youngest and favorite sister, and Joanne and I see each other a lot,
A lot.
more frequently than we see everybody else probably, because we try to work out together as often as we can, a few times a week. But I miss my other sisters, Colleen and Kathleen. We haven't seen you in so long, so
I know. Too
we got to
long.
get together this summer.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I'm here with some of my favorite people. I don't need to shout out to anybody.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, great. So we got Jason shouting us out. Hey, Jason, thanks for tuning in. You get to see the lovely ladies in my family. Lori keeps cutting in and out. Lori, before you hop off, unmute and tell us what you want to say to your new fans. Lori's already a fan favorite, I can tell. she's the mysterious one. In, out, in, out. She's teasing the crowd. So Lori, you're up. Tell us what you want to say to everybody.
What
Or
she
not.
wants to say is, hello, everyone. My name's Lori Tierney.
Lori, can you hear us?
Her favorite cousin is Kathleen Ford.
Oh, I think it's Colleen, but that's okay. We'll do all that. We don't know what happened to Lori.
She looks so serious.
She looks great, but she can't hear us. Let's see.
She looks a little like your mom right now.
Yeah. That's not.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's Lori.
We can't hear you, Lori. All right. So we might have to. All right. So
And for the record, I'm Kathleen's twin.
That's true.
right.
You guys have a lot of and I have to say, Lori and I have a lot of similarities.
So I am going to say I don't look like any of you, and that's why I'm probably the most attractive. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Sorry, ladies. Only because I have the best lighting. I am the professional here.
So I'm having trouble hearing you, Joanne. Like it's a little jumbled.
Really? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
really good.
I can hear you. I think Chris is doing that on purpose for the guys.
Yeah, Chris, are you trying to sabotage us? Our producer, Chris, we do want to give him a shout out. And then this is supposed to be about movies, so we don't want to do too many shout outs. We're going to talk about I'm going to follow Ace's lead and talk about what are our 5 favorite movies. Kathleen, we're going to throw it to you. What are your 5 favorite movies?
Well, I have to say Moana is probably one of my favorite movies because I've seen it 1,000,001 times since Leo's been born.
Right. That's true.
But it is still one of my favorites. I do like many of Adam Sandler's movies. I think my favorite one is 50 First Dates. My all-time couple of favorites are the Mommy Dearest. That was a very interesting movie. And I think, was that 5? Oh, I love The Bodyguard because I love Wayne.
Yeah.
I love that movie. And I think that was 5, right?
Moana, The Bodyguard, 50 First Dates.
50 First, Mommy Dearest.
Mommy Dearest.
Oh, and I like the Twilight series too. Although I do think that Kristen, what's her name, is a terrible actress. But the Twilight series, I love that movies too. And Harry Potter. Oh God, I'm going over 5 now. Sorry. Harry Potter was an amazing series as well.
Well, that's all right. You may have to do some fill-in for Lori. Lori, can you hear us now? No, Lori cannot. So, Lori's a place setter. She's just going to look glamorous tonight. So I'll go down to one of the sisters. my workout buddy, my companion, my compadre. Marlene Tierney, you're up. What are your top 5 movies?
So I was thinking about this today, and the top 5 that I can think of happen to all be like prison movies. I was thinking about that. And I don't know what that says about me, but the movies that I really like, whenever I see The Fugitive on TV, which
Oh, that's a good one.
happens like, periodically, I always have to watch it. So I like The Fugitive. I like Cool Hand Luke, which is a really old movie. It has so much symbolism in it, but it's it's a great movie. That's an oldie. Shawshank Redemption.
Ooh,
Like a lot of these I was thinking about it and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what this says about me, but I like a lot of the prison movies. I was trying to think of the other ones that I like, but those are 3 that I really enjoy that I could think of. I also like Legally Blonde. I like the rom-coms, the romantic comedies, like Kathleen was mentioning, Pretty Woman.
Ooh, Sweet
When Harry
Home
Met
Alabama.
Sally.
I forgot about that one. That was a great movie.
Which one?
Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, I like that movie too.
I like that one too. That is one of my favorites, actually. I forgot about it. That's a good one. I love Shawshank Redemption. I think that's a great choice as well. I do want to clarify that I was kidding, listeners. I don't think I'm the most attractive of the group. Just in case.
But you are, Joanne.
I do.
I just want to put that out there. Because Marlene, I could tell she was already having a fit because she wants to claim that title. I'll step down. That's why she threw out. I think that was a veiled clue when she said "Pretty Woman" is her favorite movie. She was trying to tell us something. So.
No, I couldn't really hear you for a little bit. It was a little choppy, but now I can hear fine. But no, so yeah, I do like all the rom-coms. I like, but anyway, but those prison movies, I was like, I don't know what that, those were the movies that came to mind, but I don't know why.
I don't know if we want to go too depth in there. I mean, that could lead to, does that, I don't want to call you out with Bruce Potter watching. Does that correlate with your dating life, the prison dating?
I'm not writing any prisoners. Just so you know, I'm not a pen pal.
That's true. Uh-huh.
All right, that's good to know. We didn't even bring that up, and she threw that out there. It sounds a little defensive right from the start. I'm not sure. I'm going to check her mailbox this week, guys.
Sounds fishy.
But I'm waiting. When I'm waiting for her to come out to the gym, I'm checking the mail. That's something to be considered. To consider. All right, let's throw it to Kimberly. Let's throw it to Kimberly. Kim, what's your top 5 favorite movies?
Probably. Mm-hmm.
Okay, ladies, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What's my favorite movie?
Rocky.
So I almost made tonight Sylvester Stallone night, but then the rest of us wouldn't have an opportunity to talk. And I think that the gentlemen will appreciate that. I'm sure the guys of Coast to Coast will appreciate the movies. And speaking of the guys of Coast to Coast, many of our viewers are gentlemen. I'm trying to take them down so that I don't want to talk the smack about them because they're all watching it. And I love Brandon Herrera's comment. Chris, can you put that up? Hello, Queen Joanna.
Queen Joanne and ladies of the court. That's appropriate. That's
Hey,
appropriate.
Brandon.
We appreciate that. So I'm going to tell Lori, we're missing a sister. I'm going to tell her to come into the chat. She's going to have to come into the chat so that we can get
join
her.
the queen with her court. Yeah.
And then let's talk about. So Brandon Herrera has a question for you, Kim. You like Rocky? What do you think of Creed and Creed 2?
Love Creed. Love Creed
Thank
2.
you.
Love Michael.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Michael. What's his name? Oh, Michael B. Jordan. Love him. Great. I love Rocky. I'm a bigger Rocky Balboa fan than I am a Sylvester Stallone fan. So everything Rocky Balboa, I'm really into. Like, I'm for the underdog.
All right.
Good movie.
Well, in all honesty, I think there were periods in Sylvester Stallone's early life that he was the underdog. I think that's part of the whole charm of the series. He wrote it, and I think that the acting was actually probably questionable. I mean, he wasn't a brilliant actor. I mean, look at some of those other shows. I remember that truck movie. He was going across the country with the kid. I can't even remember that. So I think that, but and then I loved how in Creed, wasn't it Creed when he got the Oscar nomination? So
No,
I think
supporting actor nomination.
right, but for an Oscar, right? So I think he came full circle. He really, and didn't he get an Oscar nomination, Kim, for the writing, the screenplay, and the original Rocky?
It won Best Picture in that year.
Yeah, it won Best Picture. Yeah, so it was a good movie. I like some other boxing movies. I'll throw some out. I like Champ. I like The Champ. I thought
I love
that was a
Champ.
good movie.
That was a good movie.
All right, Brandon Herrera's got Brandon. I think I'm going to be dethroned as the queen in Brandon's eyes. Kimberly, he seems to be a big fan of yours. Chris, let's put up Brandon's comment about Kimberly. I like Kimberly. Weekend. All right,
there you go.
That would be great. I'll have to put that on my list from Randy Cox. And Randy, he's thrown out, yes, absolutely, Queen Joanne and her roundtable royalty. That's a great comment as well. So I love that. We lost Laurie, so we're going back to Kathleen. What are your least favorite movies?
Anything scary. Definitely do not like scary movies. I think King Kong was like one of the stupidest movies I've ever seen, along with Planet of the Apes, another just way out there dumb movie. Sorry, everybody who likes those. And
I don't think you have to worry about us. But.
Although I do really like Adam Sandler, I thought the movie Click was terrible, like really terrible.
What that's.
What else? Trying to think.
Well, we can come back to
scary movies. I hate scaries. I'll think of more.
Did you see The Quiet Place? What did you think about those? Are new scary movies. I didn't see them because
I like that movie.
You did? I didn't see them. I don't like to see anything too scary either. Brandon Herrera agrees with you, Kathleen. Yes, on Click, it was not his best. So Brandon's supporting you as well. Colleen, what are your least favorites?
I would say anything with like Helen Hunt, because for whatever reason I can't stand her voice, so she drives me crazy. Vin Diesel movies I hate.
What? He's so hot.
Yeah.
No, you can't. If he's hot, you got to give it some time. You got to be on the road.
And I don't know. Those are the only ones that are coming to my mind. Yeah, like for whatever reason, like people that have voices that I don't like, I just can't watch their movies. Even though they might be great actors, if their voice bothers me, I can't watch it. Like Helen Hunt, I just can't watch whatever she's in.
Well, there really aren't that many Helen Hunt movies. So
that's true.
That takes a lot of the play. Twister really was. I can't remember any. Oh, she was in that one movie with Jack Nicholson too. Remember?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Kim, we'll throw it to you. What are your least favorites?
The one that is the most memorable was when we went to see Cats with Taylor Swift in it. With me, Courtney, Casey, we all fell asleep. It was the worst movie ever. Don't see that movie. Even though I'm a Taylor Swift fan, it was awful.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm not tempted by that one. Marlene, what about you? All right, well, we can do some roundtable. I'm into the roundtable after last night. It was a great time. So we can throw it out. We don't have to list them all off one at a time. What's some of your least favorites?
I couldn't think of a lot of least favorites. But the one I recently saw was the Borat movie. I can't even remember the name of it, but it was the Borat movie.
I don't like him either. Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah. Isn't it Borat?
Borat, yeah.
Borat.
It was that last movie he did was terrible. So I know they got some awards, but It was so bad.
Really?
But I'm with
Sorry.
Kathleen. I don't like scary. And you know what else? I don't like Michael B. Jordan.
Really?
I love
Oh, yeah,
it.
Lori's coming back in. Can you hear
Hi,
us,
Lori.
Hi, Lori. Yeah. I think Michael B. Jordan overacts for me. Like I don't know. There's something about it, but I don't like him.
trying.
Chad and I both don't care for him.
Really?
Well, he starred in Friday Night Lights, which was a great TV show, but he
Well,
was
a lot of people like that show. I should probably watch that show, but I think I don't know. I just not crazy about him. And I loved Black Panther, but I think because I liked the other actor, like the hero, Chad. I think it's Chad Boseman. I liked him, and maybe because Michael B. Jordan was the villain. That I don't know. Maybe that's another reason I didn't like him. But
So,
I'm not crazy about him.
Hold on one second. So, Lori, it says you're in the audio only. Can you hear us and can you speak? No, I guess not.
I can hear you, but it's very choppy.
Okay, we can hear you. We can hear you. So, yeah. So, can you tell us what? How about if I can text? Can you see our chat and we can chat things? We can type things to you. What are your 5 favorite movies?
Oh, where'd Lori go?
She can't come in. All right, so I'm going to totally disagree with Marlene on the Michael B. Jordan. I'm going to throw that out there. I love Michael B. Jordan. I fell in love with him actually when he was on the show Parenthood. He was one of and I forgot the daughter's name now, but he was the boyfriend of the daughter, and I just thought he was phenomenal in that. And I followed him ever since. I was so disappointed when he left that show, but I think he left that show. I can't remember if he left that show to go into movies or to Friday Night Lights. So I really like that. So let's talk about our favorite movie genres. Marlene said the rom-com. What about you guys? Agreed.
Definitely
Tim
rom-com.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Tim Fiedler. He's tuning in from Hawaii. He's on a great vacation there.
Wow.
And he wants to say that he was good in Creed and Creed 2, and I agree that was a great movie. He was also great in Black Panther. So Tim, we're still jealous of your location, but we certainly appreciate you tuning in. That's exciting. We're kind of living vicariously through you. Marlene's been to Hawaii. The rest of us have not. So
Lori's been to Hawaii.
Well, we're true. Lori's been to Hawaii, but we can't get any commentary from her, so she can't speak about it. So
Well,
Randy.
Oh, sorry. Lori did say that the Amityville horror movie scarred her for life. She saw it with her
Really?
face.
Oh, brother, we got to get her in here for that. Randy Cox is asking what our favorite movie genres are, which we were just going to segue into. His favorite are comedies. Marlene said romantic comedies. What about you, Kathleen?
I definitely like romantic comedies, and I definitely like anything funny. I love funny movies.
What about Colleen? We'll segue to you.
I like comedies, but I also do like the semi-scary movies. So nothing
really?
like too scary, but I do like movies to kind of like, I'd like to be watching a movie and something happened that kind of causes me to jump. So yeah, not scary, but I like semi-scary movies. But comedy is probably my first ones.
It's probably because you dated all those scary guys earlier in your life, and you're trying to relive some of those memories.
Yeah,
some of them made me jump on occasion too.
Yes. Thank you, Joanne. Yes, thank you.
Some in my life were very reminiscent of that as well. So Kim,
So
what is
who
your
were
favorite?
these men? Because I don't know who these men were.
Oh, hold on one second. We have a very special comment. Can you bring up that last comment, Chris? Anthony Santor, my mom is the best.
I love you, buddy.
She is the best aunt. Who's your favorite aunt? Right.
If another comment comes in about Colleen, please don't reveal it. Chris, let's keep that one in the commentary. But I'm sure Anthony Santor is going to say Colleen Ford is her favorite aunt.
That's right.
So let's go to Kim. Kim, what are your least favorite? What is it? We said that. What is your favorite
Genre.
movie genre?
My favorite genre is definitely drama. I like to live my life drama free, but I like watching drama.
True, you are. I'm surprised you don't like the true crime series. You're totally into that on the television front, Court
That's
TV,
true. I do
and
watch a
all
lot
of that.
of TV.
Ooh, okay, Brandon Herrera. I
Oh.
want to bring up Anthony's comment. let's bring that. Okay, Brandon's Channing.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm getting so flustered just trying to get it out. Channing Tatum or Zac Efron. I'm a huge Channing Tatum fan.
Yeah.
Hands down for me.
Channing.
Definitely
Yes.
Channing.
yes.
Zac
I
Efron for
agree.
me.
Oh,
I like
I
Zac
like
Efron.
Efron. Yeah. I told you from the
Handsome.
start that Colleen and Kathleen and I were discussing it. We think that Marlene and Colleen were adopted, and this certainly proves that. Zac Efron. Chris, can you also bring up Anthony Santor's comment as well?
Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you.
And Ann Collins.
Thank you, Ann. Yeah.
So that is true. Ann Collins, our cousin Col, is also the best in all of our lives. So let's talk about what's your favorite place to watch a movie. What do you think about the drive-ins versus the movie theater versus at home? We spent a lot of time at home watching movies over the course of the last year. Let's throw it to Marlene. We'll start with her. What do you think?
I like to watch movies at home. That's my preference, but I don't mind going to the movie theater. But now I'm so used to watching them at home. I like watching them in the comfort of my, in my pajamas, on the couch, with a blanket. Drive-ins, not so much. I either get bug bites. There's always some issue with the drive-ins, and it's like distracting from the movie. So I don't love going to the drive-ins.
All right, we'll go to Kim. What do you have to say about it?
Well, I definitely like the movie theater the best because if I'm watching a movie at home, I'll probably fall asleep.
Mm.
And you can't hear anything at the drive-ins. So
Sure.
I'm definitely like a movie theater type of person with the chocolate and the popcorn and the big screen.
All right, Colleen, Cece.
CF. I say for me, it usually depends on what mood I'm in. I like all of them. I like the drive-ins maybe like once a year, because I think it's something different to do and kind of like reminds me of older times. You could listen to the movies now it's probably through your radio, but back in the day you could put your little speaker on your car and listen to it that way. Of course, more nowadays is watching them at home. Movie theater, I would say maybe like once or twice a year to go to the movies. And like you say, Kim, kind of have the experience of, I usually get I have to get the popcorn. I get my little mini nonpareils are my favorite. So to me, it just depends what kind of mood I'm in, where I'd rather watch them. But I do like the drive-ins. I would like to do that like once a year.
All right, Kathleen, I'm going to throw it to you, although I believe I know the answer. I'm going to throw it to you.
Well, I'm very similar to my twin, Kim. I'd like to go to the movie theater. Although I hate when people bring their screaming kids, even though I've probably done that in my lifetime. I hate that more than anything. Dislike the movie theaters a ton since I saw Michael Jackson's Thriller up on the big screen. I've probably never gone to a movie theater again. A drive-in again, didn't like that at all. I love to watch movies at home though too, but like Kim said, if I'm home, I'll probably fall asleep.
So I'm definitely, I think it's I think it's split evenly for me. I like the movies. I like that atmosphere. I like the drive-ins. I do like the drive-ins, but you have to have the optimum climate here. If it's too hot, you can't have the windows up because it gets all foggy in the Northeast. It's so
Well, what
humid.
are you doing there in the drive-ins? I'm just
Well,
kidding.
it depends who I'm with, Kathleen. That's another show. That's whatever on Wednesday. We'll get back. We'll get into that.
True,
That's
true.
the sordid details. That's not for movie night. And then then we have the bug issue now. You know, and you're just eaten alive by mosquitoes. I hate the bug spray. You know, so and I do have a very well. We'll get to the funny stories later, but I want to bring up some comments. Tim Fiedler. He's, you know, I knew he was kind of a seedy guy right from the start. Chris, what does Tim Fiedler have to say? He's jailbreaking his streaming device so he doesn't have to take out a mortgage to pay for the theater. So we don't condone criminal behavior, but, you know, Kim, I really think Tim Fiedler's trying to impress you because you are trying. Oh, that's Marlene. Marlene with the prison movies. I think that was a failed attempt to get your attention. Smooth move, Tim Fiedler. I do detect that. Randy Cox likes watching movies at home. It's cheaper and it's more fun and relaxing. And then Randy Cox has never been to a drive-in. I have to get Randy into a drive-in and on a plane. There have goals here, and I want to get him to see The Good Son. Randy, you and I have a lot to do this summer. We're going to have to get on it. And then Brandon has a question for all of us, which is a great question. What movie would you like to have been the main actress in? Actress? Good question, Brandon. Kathleen, we're going to start with you.
I mean,
Start with your roundtable.
I would have loved to be Oprah Winfrey in that movie so I could have kicked her husband's ass from here next year.
What, The Color Purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the few movies Oprah was in. Yeah, that was a dark movie. I didn't really care for that movie. I thought it was, you know, I see the historical context of it, but it was dark and really long and depressing. When I go to the movies, I often want to be entertained, and that was a tough one.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. It does reflect your kick-ass personality, Kathleen, so I can certainly see how that would resonate with you. CF, going to you.
Geez, I'm not really, the only one I can think of, because I can't think on that quickly. Because my mom's favorite movie was Sound of Music, so I'm thinking maybe I could have been Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music. Yes, dealing with all those children, and yeah, that's the only one I can think of quickly.
Kim, I'm throwing it to you.
Cher in Moonstruck.
Now, why? That's an interesting one.
She's romantic. She's beautiful. Yeah.
Nice dress. I like when she dressed up for the opera. That was a good scene. What about you, Marlene?
I can't think of any. I mean, I love all of the Julie Andrews musicals. I love all of those movies. I would love to be able to sing and act. I mean, that would be just awesome. I'm not a great singer. But yeah, maybe one of those movies, that would have been great. I like musicals. Those would be fun to do, I think.
All right, so we got Lori Tierney is finally with us. She's in the chat. Let's throw it to you, Lori. What movie would you like to have been the main actress in? All right. While we're waiting for Lori to type it in, Christy Wilson says she would have loved to have been Julie Andrews in Mary Poppins.
I love Mary Poppins. Yeah, that was a good one.
So for me, Lori says Pretty Woman. She would have liked to have been the lead.
That's a good one too. I thought about that one. What about you, Joanne?
I have two, and I don't necessarily think either movie was great, but there's certain scenes in both of them, and I don't know if you guys will remember, but when I'm getting Lori's clarifying, not the hooker part. But I like in Top Gun, when I don't know if you guys remember when Tom Cruise comes over the when Kelly McGillis chases him down in the car, and they're standing in the street, and she's telling him that scene where I forget what she says. I couldn't tell everybody how I felt about you, and just the way he looks at her, I just love that scene. So I would have liked to have been Kelly McGillis in that moment. And then my other favorite scene is in The Notebook. When
Oh, I love The Notebook.
Ryan Gosling, I'm a huge Ryan Gosling fan. Remember when they came out of the water, and he said it wasn't over for me, and then you know, in the I like that scene in the rain, when in the rain. So I have two favorites. Lori's having to change of course. She must have had a second drink. She's saying, okay. Oh, wait, that's Aunt Eileen. Aunt Eileen is saying, I'll play the hookup part. Oh, boy.
What? Auntie!
Chris, can you bring that comment up? I want everybody to see that one in writing from my Tierney Murphy. Oh, my gosh.
Tierney Murphy. Oh, boy.
She's having some gin and tonics over there. I don't know. And Tierney Murphy also says her favorites are Moonstruck, Nicolas Cage, and Cher, and Sabrina with Harrison Ford.
I love Harrison Ford. He's one of my favorite actors. Yeah.
Christy
Just like his
Wilson
last name.
saying, yeah,
Yes,
Christy Wilson,
yes.
that's true. Another movie where I would have loved to have been in Footloose. That's a good one.
That's a good
I
one.
hear my own feedback here. I don't know if it's from my phone or what.
I hear a little feedback from you too.
I'm hearing it too.
Yeah. Is it gone? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Now it is gone.
Well, because I'm not talking, Kathleen.
No, I could hear it when I was talking.
Oh, so who knows? Maybe it's StreamYard then. All right, so let's go to some funny topics. Do you have any funny experiences from movies? Oh, who do I throw it to? Let's go to Marlene this time.
Can't think of a funny experience yet. Go to somebody else. Come back to me. Maybe I'll think of one.
Colleen has to have one.
The only funny thing I can think of at the moment is I was at the movies with a woman I used to work with, and I, like Joanne and Kathleen might know her, Gail Connell, right?
Right.
So it was Gail and her husband Jim, who was, a little kooky. And we were at the movies, and he had popcorn, and we had candy and this and that, and instead of going to throw the popcorn in his mouth, he had just went to the concession stand and he had change. So instead of putting the popcorn in the mouth, he threw his change in his mouth. So that was that's my and he was a little kooky. So that was what I could think of as my funny movie thing at the time. And believe me, when it happened, it was it was pretty hysterical. But anyway, that's the only thing I can think of.
All right, before I throw it to Kathleen, Lori and Tierney Murphy, start typing your funny movies. Christy, it's ladies' night. You can jump in as well. Kathleen, any funny movies? Any funny movie stories?
I can't think of anything. I didn't go to the movies very often, so
Kim?
the one I have, I can't say. Sorry.
We'll hear it on the back channel afterwards. Kim,
Yes.
what about you?
Well, the funniest thing that I've ever done at movies is tripping up the stairs, with the track lights on the stairs. That's pretty funny. Also, I've fallen asleep at the movies.
I've done that too.
Times with my daughters because I saw some movies boring and I snored. They were horrified.
I do have like a funny kind of weird story.
All right.
So when Chicago came out in the movies, Dad wanted to see it, and we thought we would take Courtney because she loves musicals. Well, Courtney was like 10, and the movie was very inappropriate for a 10-year-old. And also to watch it with my dad and a 10-year-old was totally awkward and really weird.
You wanted to run.
So I have some similar experiences with Dad where he wouldn't sit next to me. He sat like 4 or 5 rows in front of me or behind me because he said he couldn't sit next to me in any movie that had any type of sex scene in it. And I think I was, I was well into adulthood at the time. So if he's listening, which I hope he's not listening, I'm going to tell you my funny story. And please, some of you in this group will know the women I'm referring to, so don't say any names to protect their anonymity. So, and I can't believe I'm going to say it live, but I'm going to. So all of you here on the call know that I went to Catholic high school, and I hung around with a group of 10 girls at the time. And the summer after our senior year, we were, very naive and conservative. The summer after our senior year, we were camping, and we decided we were going to shake life up and head to the X-rated drive-in. Oh God, Teresa Seymour Grimes. Oops, I wasn't revealing any names. So don't feel that coming. I'm not going to tell the whole story, Teresa. I'm not.
Oh boy.
So if you want to educate a group of Catholic girls pretty quickly, take them to an X-rated drive-in. So we meandered in there. We meandered in there, and probably two of our parents' station wagons, and then we thought we were so cool. We propped up our lawn chairs. We didn't understand why everybody else was staying in their cars. So we were sitting on top of the cars, all ready to have a great time. We lasted for about 10 minutes. We packed up the lawn chairs and we got out of there quickly. And needless to say, there is some PTSD from that group. We still talk about it today. So that's as far as I'm going to go, Teresa, because I won't reveal the rest of it or any of the gory details, but yeah. So they didn't give sex education in Catholic school, but we certainly made up for it quickly in one night.
10 minutes or less.
10 minutes or less, right? So it was the speed dating of sex ed. A quick 10-minute tutorial.
Does anybody know if they have those drive-ins today?
Why?
You want to know where they're located?
Exactly.
You're free tomorrow night? Is that what you're implying? You're gonna let me try to leave.
What happened to Marlene?
Oh, we lost Marlene now. I think I horrified her. She's out.
You started talking about X-rated. She's out.
Lori asked if Lori, who was a big fan of Pretty Woman,
There's Marlene.
Now, Chris, put up Lori's comment. She wants to know who wants to go to the X-rated drive-in. Now we know why she likes Pretty Women.
Well, that could be our next, the hot tub gang, whatever we were called. Our last,
the hot tub crew.
Week. Hot tub.
Can you show Teresa's emoji just so she kind of tipped off that Teresa and I will say Teresa and I were very, very close friends in high school, and I will leave it at that. Brandon Herrera, he's on the same line as you, Kim, and he is one of your biggest fans. Let's not forget the Rocky movie weekend. Let's put up Brandon's comment. He wants to go to the X-rated drive-in too. So, I don't know if that's going to be a group outing. He is married. We could all go. I mean, we could go back to the minivans. Now we have minivans. We can pull in a couple minivans. That might be.
There we go.
So Brandon had never been to a drive-in, right?
No, I don't think so. He didn't even know they exist. Oh no, that was Randy had never been to a drive-in.
Oh.
Randy is now saying he's going to a drive-in this summer.
This could be the X-rated one.
And so we have Adam out in the crowd. Ace, he's the usual moderator. He's saying, "What's up, ladies?" Hi, Adam. We can't compare to you, but we're doing our best. Terry Murphy, she went to Catholic school as well. She doesn't even know what sex education is, although she's been married twice. So I don't know what her husbands think of that. But that's a different show too. That's the Whatever on Wednesday show. All right, so let's get off the X-rated topic. I want to have some friends after the show. What about, here's one of my biggest, I don't know if it's pet peeves, but what about movies with unsettling endings? And I sent some of those out to Randy this week to watch, and he did. Tierney Murphy, sorry that we said that comment. She's saying, Joanne, TMI, too much information.
We said that comment. You said that comment. Your other nieces didn't say that.
We know better, Joanne.
It's a live interactive show, Tierney Murphy. Nobody's going to recognize that name. It's only one of your aliases. So. So Jason has a comment. Let's bring up Jason's comment. Love makes you do some stupid things. I even got married. I don't know how your girlfriend's gonna feel about that, Jason. You might be sleeping on the couch tonight. So, don't forget, people, this is a live interactive show. I'm bringing the comments up for you, so be mindful of that. So I'll go back to the unsettling movies, and Randy can jump in on this because I know he's watched a couple of them, and I don't want to ruin the ending for everybody. So if you haven't seen it, I always found the movies disturbing that just have an unsettling ending. There's no closure. Has anybody seen Manchester by the Sea? I mean, that was a rough one. And the ending, that was with Casey Affleck, and it was really dark. And by dark, what did you think, Marlene? I mean, what do you think of that type of movie?
Yeah, and that's not, I would prefer, I like every movie to have a happy ending. If it doesn't have a happy ending, I don't really want to see it. It's like I need an escape. I think I see enough bad news that I don't want to. I don't know. I don't like the unsettling endings.
So it's not even, I can even see a movie like the Marvel movies where, somebody's going to get killed in the end. That's the nature. But even though it wraps it up in some way, I think movies like Manchester by the Sea, The Good Son is another one. Do you remember that Macaulay Culkin movie when he was the little kid? Did you see that movie? That's another one. Presumed Innocence is one. I love Mystic River. That's another one. There's just so many unraveled loose ends. So I don't love that kind of movie. But all right, let's open it up. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to, and Eileen, we're going to segue into the family secrets. So you might want to turn your camera off. That'll shake up. That reads like a movie, so we can segue into that. All right, so Brandon has a question for us. What do we think of some of these remakes like Footloose? I actually didn't see it. I love the original Footloose. I hate, I don't know, what other remakes are out there?
A Star is Born.
That was a good one. I actually like that one. I think that played out well. What do you guys think?
I love The Star is Born. I thought that was a great movie, even though the ending was sad.
Yeah.
I did love it.
I love it too.
Lori saying yuck, but I'm not sure what she's referring to. Maybe the family secrets. I don't know. Lori, you're gonna have to clarify there a little bit. Or she didn't like The Star is Born, or maybe it's Footloose. Give us some more clarity there, Laura. Christy loved the original of Footloose, hated the 2011 version. I didn't see the 2011 version, but I enjoyed the original. Like even things like sequels. What about sequels like Grease 2? That was horrible. Dirty Dancing 2 was horrible. Lori usually likes the originals. I agree. I think, yeah.
Me too.
Nobody's got more sequels than Rocky.
And how many sequels was that, Kim? 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some of them weren't great. I didn't love the Russian one. I thought that was a little too much. And then the one with Tommy, I wasn't crazy about that one.
The first one is
yeah, the first two are great. And then the Creed series are best. Christy loved Grease. So let's talk about that. What's your favorite movie series? Star Wars, things like that.
Definitely
think,
Harry
Kath?
Potter.
Harry Potter. Colleen?
I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my. I did like Star Wars. I like just a couple of them. You know what I like is with the Tom Cruise, the Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah,
Believe it or not, I did like the Mission Impossible movies.
we don't even have to ask him, so we'll just fly right over her. Marlene, what about you?
I guess Star Wars and Harry Potter. My kids love both of them, so I've seen them because of them mainly. So I did enjoy both of them. I think mainly because they really liked them too.
Yeah, that's great. And I have a similar story. And as you guys know, my oldest son since the time he was a kid, was a huge movie buff. And a couple of years he came to me and he said, Mom, the Avengers Endgame is coming out. And I was like, yeah. And so most often we had to be at opening night of all these movies. And he said, well, you're going to want to see it with me. And I said, well, yeah, of course. And he said, all right, well, it's coming up next year, and you have to watch the 22 movies beforehand. So I'm like, what? And he had it all lined out for me in the sequence. And so I spent a year watching the Marvel movies I think it started with Captain America, maybe Winter Soldier, I forget, all the way to the end. And I became a big Marvel fan. And I never thought that would happen. Maybe even Iron Man was the first one. I don't know.
I do like Iron Man.
So that whole series, that whole 22 or 23 series set is probably my favorite. Christy likes the Marvel movies as well. Jason, American Pie. Yeah, that was pretty good. There were some funny moments in there. That's definitely a guy movie. There were some juvenile moments. The good thing, what I like about American Pie is Kim and Marlene, you'll remember we always used to sing American Pie. Remember that? Like the Tierney family singers talking about The Sound of Music. Forget about the Von Trapps. We had the Tierney family singers. The old Thanksgiving Day shows, Colleen and Kathleen. That was a fun time. Captain Marvel is Christy's favorite movie. That wasn't one of my favorites, I'll say. That probably wasn't one of my favorites. Let's see, what else do we have? Lori likes the original Rocky. Christy's a big Star Wars fan. I'm not sure what this means. Adam says, who's talking, Randy? I'm not sure what that means. So we need some clarification, Adam or Randy.
Who's taking Randy to the X-rated?
Oh, who's taking Randy?
Thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen agreed.
Well, I said I was going to take Randy to the drive-ins. I didn't say I was taking him to the X-rated drive-in. I'm going to leave that one up to you, Adam. We'll split the duty. I'll take him to the regular drive-in. You guys are going to have to figure out the X-rated drive-in. We'll have to draw up straws in the Coast to Coast back room to see who's going to take on that responsibility. Lori's clarifying when we bring up that comment, Chris, that we sang into our hairbrushes instead of microphones or American Pie. Microphones weren't as readily available back then. Adam's clarifying. He meant the regular drive-in. All right, thank you.
No, he didn't.
There's some relief here, Adam. There's some relief in the room. Just because I told that story doesn't mean that I'm going back. Jason wants to talk about Mamma Mia and how great of a musical that was. I didn't see it. Did anybody else?
I liked it. I love that music. Like, I love the band ABBA. So I love all of those songs. I loved the first movie, but I didn't see the sequel.
So I'm not sure if that's sarcastic or not. I'm not sure if Jason really is a fan of musicals. I'm not certain. I know he likes music, but I'm not sure if he's into musicals. But I always wanted to see that, actually. I just never have. So Randy, when we go to the drive-ins, let's see if there's a showing of Mamma Mia. We can start with that. All right. So what do we have? We have 7 minutes left. What do we want to talk about next?
Pardon me.
What about the old family movies? You guys ever pull out any of your old family movies and watch those? Those are always a fun time.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, I love Chitty.
Oh, and like say, somebody else mentioned Mary Poppins earlier. That was
Yeah.
a good old family movie.
I used to like Chitty Chitty, Wizard of Oz.
That's a good one.
What other ones was Dick Van Dyke in? There was, he was in Molly Poppins. Yep, we said that. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Molly Poppins were good. What about animated movies? We're all moms here. What about Kim? Courtney didn't even really watch animated movies. Instead, she watched Titanic about 32 times when she was when she was 4 or 5. Watching. What about Burlesque? Christmas Vacation, The Greatest Showman. Tim Fielder's bringing that out. That was a pretty good one.
That's Zac Efron, right?
Yeah, Zac Efron was in that. Tierney Murphy likes the Christmas music. Movies.
And like when my kids were little, the Disney movies are great too. The Beauty and the Beast and
Toy
what
Story.
other ones, Kathleen?
I like
Toy Story
Story.
was a really well written. I love the Toy Story movies, like say Beauty and the Beast.
Stitch. I had to watch that about 1,000,000 times.
A million times. Right.
You gotta watch that. What were the other? Oh, Monsters Inc. I like that. That's
Right.
Oh, I
Monsters
love
Inc.
that movie.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then Monsters University. But what was the other big one? Well, Cars.
Fathers loved The Lion King.
Oh, I love The Lion King too. Yeah.
Jason Barber, he had a comment about The Lion King. The Lion King was really good when it first came out.
Yeah.
My kids didn't like that. They didn't care for it. So, that's a cute one. Tim Fielder. Yeah, he was. Tim Fielder's going with The Rescuers Down Under. That's an
I
oldie
love that
goodie.
too.
That was
a cute movie.
Goodie.
Yeah.
But there was another series. What was it?
There was.
There was the Despicable Me series. They weren't quite as good. They weren't Disney.
I always liked Nemo.
Nemo.
I love Nemo.
Nemo was good.
Joanne, your kids love the Minions, right? Or whatever, the Minions?
That was not the Minions, but the Despicable Me. JoJo liked the
Despicable Me.
Minions, but they liked the Despicable Me. But there was another big where we used to wait for the movies to come out. I know it was Toy Story, and I can't remember what other. They like Kung Fu Panda too. That was a big one. How to Train Your Dragon. We went to see that live. That was pretty impressive. And we'll give a shout out to Chris Marakovitz. Chris is actually going to be coming on Coast to Coast Network with a football handicap show. So we'll be able to be another family show on the Coast to Coast Network. But he got us tickets. Somehow he got us tickets to the live nationwide How to Train Your Dragon, where they had the life-size real dragons. My kids were so impressed with that. That was pretty good. Cinderella, 101.
Oh, I love Cinderella. Yep.
All right, so we covered the G's, we covered the PGs. What about R-rated thrillers? We have 3 minutes left. Well, we only have 3 minutes left. Let's close it out. Kathleen, what do you want to say? How do you want to close out? You got 60 seconds. You're on.
Oh God, that's some pressure right there.
It doesn't have to be about movies. It can be about anything you want.
Just want to say to all of you, I love you so much. I miss you. Can we please do a girls' night? A girls' trip. ASAP.
ASAP. I already put the proposal out there. I had the flights ready. Nobody
I was
booked.
in.
Kathleen and I were the only two going, so.
I was in.
All right. I'll look into the flights. You know me. I'm a trip planner. I'm going to Wisconsin with the Coast to Coast crew pretty soon. So I'm gonna have to squeeze you guys in. They're part of my family now too. But all right. So Colleen, you got 60 seconds.
I'll probably take 2 seconds because I don't have much to say either. But I love doing this, Joanne. I think you're a great moderator. You're doing a bang up job at Coast to Coast. So I enjoyed this tonight. So thank you for inviting me to join you and my sister and my favorite cousins in this. It was a lot of fun, and I, like I say, you rock at a moderator. So, and we do need a girls' weekend away again.
That is true. So a host is only as good as their guests. So you guys certainly are the guest stars and really carried the program. So thanks all for being here. Kim, you're up. And
you girls are beautiful, and you're looking beautiful. And we have so much fun every time we're together, whether it's via Zoom or coast to coast or in person, and just having a great time. You guys are awesome.
All right, who's the baby of the group? Is it Kathleen or Marlene? We'll throw it to the baby. Give her some airtime.
Yeah, the baby.
Yeah, I don't feel like the baby anymore, but it's good to see all of you. It's good to see doing this coast to coast. But next time, if it's coast to coast, I'm hoping it's at 8 or 9 or 8 or 7.
I told when you were late calling in.
That tells you that I'm not really the baby anymore. But I had a good time. It was great to see all of you. I love you all.
Love you guys.
When you were late calling in, I said to everybody, we're in trouble. Marlene's sleeping already. Chris, can you bring up Lori's comment? She had technical difficulties, but thanks for inviting me. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Love you all. So I'm going to close it out by saying I'm so thrilled that I was able to introduce my biological family to my coast to coast family, and I really appreciate you coming on. It was a great night. So good night, all. Chris, you can play us out. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, guys.